What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumbass. Like and subscribe. So, man, Xbox been busy this week, man. Man, shoot, they dropped I think it was today. They dropped the South of Midnight extended blah 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 trailer, documentary, something, and Indiana Jones new trailer. Yo, like 2 games I'm hyped for. I was like, okay, but 2 games I was interested in, right? And now I'm like, yo, South of Midnight look way more interesting. I mean, I was already like in, because the art style, like some people like, oh, this stop motion is kind of is not smooth 60. I'm like, psh, smack you through the internet. That's what I'm saying. But the freaking, just like how they go into the lore, they went through different environments. I was like, yo, this looks good. It looks so good, man. Then they had the different enemies, and then they said like each area, I don't know if they said biome, but each area has their own kind of lore and story and myth and like boss creature that goes along with the whole mythos and the lore. I was like, yo, and it's like, it's cool because a game like that is like, you get like a new kind of fresh breath of fantasy, if you will. It's like fantasy lore that is, it's American, right? And it's like, it's really unknown unless you live in that area or you grew up around the area and you've heard it firsthand. But a lot of people don't know about, like, you know, the catfish dude and or two-toed Tom or whatever his name is, the alligator with no face. I didn't know about that stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I want to know the backstory, and I want to see. And so that's cool. And then they went through I didn't know Ahmed Best was up in there. Freaking Jar Jar Binks is up in here, son. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I like Ahmed Best. I think he got a bad rap because, you know, they didn't like him. Well, our generation didn't like Jar Jar Binks, but the young kids loved him. So, and now he's a freaking voice director, and a voice actor and motion capture and all that stuff. So, you know, good on him. Best of luck to him in continued success and all that stuff. I think from what I've seen of that game, it's looking pretty tight. The graphics. Let's compare it to PlayStation, where they're like doing the safe. They're doing the safe route. They want to do the same old single player, sad dad, behind the shoulder games, right? All the games that they tried to experiment with to be unique and different, they closed all those studios down. Concrete Genie, Japan studio, London studio, all these studios that made those type of games for PlayStation, gone. Don't exist. They closed them down. Hiroki Totoki was like, nah, son, that don't make us money. Zip zap. But Xbox got that dough. So part of their strategy is to have a diverse portfolio. A diverse portfolio, and they make these smaller games that are artistic and different, and it differentiates Xbox from PlayStation, who's making the same game. And people are starting to complain. Some ponies and donkey unicorns are starting to complain about Sony's output because it's not as diverse, and they closed all the studios that made all the diverse games. So that's the difference. You see, Xbox is doing what Sony used to do, what Sony was good at. These crazy odd Parappa the Rapper. Parappa the Rapper, brand new IP today, wouldn't exist, doesn't exist, because that's not what Sony is now. They trying to make that money, and they don't care about these little creative games that don't make them money. And that's because they're just all about making money. They don't care about creating an environment for artists. Not anymore. They used to be at one point, but not anymore. You know, so I mean, that's PlayStation for you. If that's what you want, if that's what you want to, you know, hail and praise and, you know, pray on, that's what you got. You know, you got the PlayStation 5 Pro. And besides South of Midnight, documentary was kind of fly. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. A little insight into the director, the actors. Like I said, Ahmed Best, and the two actresses that play Homegirl. I forgot her name. the actual protagonist. There's 2. There's a stunt motion capture actress, and there's the kind of regular actress, and I think she does most of the dialogue. I think she does all the dialogue, but the stunt capture. Anyway, it's good stuff. Look it out. Look it out. Look it up. Go give it a watch. And then the Indiana Jones stuff. Now, I watched Destin video, his reaction to it. I was like, okay. And I watched a couple of other people like, I don't know, it's this, it's that. And this is what, I believe Paris said this. He said that it's just not Uncharted. And that is perfectly, exactly right. And a lot of people were like, good, because Indiana Jones was never Uncharted. If you know Indiana Jones, if you know Indiana Jones. And people think that it should be Uncharted for some reason. And the thing is, Uncharted copied Indiana Jones, but they added their own little action-y flavor set pieces, basically. Now, there are some set pieces in Indiana Jones. They didn't show many of them because I believe that that's kind of a spoiler. It's like, yo, why would you spoil all the good stuff? You know, I mean, Sony's good at that with their. If you're watching movie trailers, they spoil all the good stuff in their movie trailers. So if you don't want to get spoiled on a Sony movie, if you're watching Sony movies, yeah, don't watch the trailers because they will show you basically all the good stuff. And then, you know, say look at the Uncharted trailer with your boy Tom Holland. I'm like, oh, the ships and anyway. But yeah, Indiana Jones, I was looking at it, I was watching it some more. I was like, I was listening to Destin. He was like, yo, this really looks good. I like this and I like that and I like this and I like that. I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, he's kind of right. It's, you know, and the Troy Baker, he's a really good Indiana Jones. And I was thinking about it, and you go back to the first movie, Raiders, and you go back to Last Crusade, right? And this happens right in between those two, chronologically speaking, in the movies. And it feels like the sequel that it should have been. So, Temple of Doom's first, Raiders of the Lost Ark, The Great Circle, Last Crusade. Now, what I hope someone will do, which I believe they will cut together all the cutscenes and maybe some action stuff together and make The Great Circle the movie. That's what I want. Or someone do this, or Machine Games, Microsoft, Todd Howard, I know you love Indiana Jones, just make a CG version of this game. I mean, whether you touch up some of the cutscenes or just as is or whatever you do, and just put it out as like a movie. That would be cool, I think. That'd be a different thing, right? Because I know Sony tried something like that. They tried to do a Ratchet and Clank movie, and I mean, it bombed, just like everything else that they do movie-wise, except for the Spider-Verse. But that's because of Lord and Miller. Let's be real. Anyway, Indiana Jones and Great Circle. It's looking good. It's more like Thief. It's more like Riddick, Butcher Bay. Chronicles of Riddick. Was it Butcher Bay or was it the other one? The first one. Well, either way, it's more of those, like, the darkness. Not the darkness because he had powers and stuff. But it's that same team, Starbreeze, right? So it's like, it's that. And people don't think. They're like, Uncharted, isn't Uncharted Tomb Raider? It's like, no, slap. I have to reach in the internet and slap you fools because those games came after Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones first, and then all that stuff came after, okay? So stop it. And then stop it. And so I am glad that someone who loved and loves Indiana Jones is actually in charge of Indiana Jones the game, because they get it. They understand what Indiana Jones is. It is about finding the clues, finding the facts, finding the artifacts that lead you to the next spot, that lead you globe trotting. There's always a map. There's always a plane with a line behind it flying. You know what I'm saying? That happens in every movie. It's not, oh, let's do a motorcycle chase. Actually, there was a motorcycle chase in 2 of the movies. I would say, if we're going to only count the original, in 1 of the movies, there was a motorcycle chase. But, you know, those are those set pieces. And there, we saw glimpses of it in the original trailer. And we saw a little bit of it in this one. There's a little kind of running scene to escape a temple. So it's there. It's like, if you think about a movie, how many action scenes are in an Indiana Jones movie, if you will? You know, 4 maybe? So, you know, there you go. So I'm satisfied with what's happening. The cadence, the Xbox is starting to build up. It's like an onslaught. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all these videos. I'll do videos, and I got more videos. Of course I do. But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out, showing like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that South of Midnight. Wee. and Indiana Jones. Dr. Jones, let me know what y'all think. Man, whew, it's gonna be a hot winter today. Today, it's gonna be a hot winter. You know what I'm trying. I appreciate y'all. I'll check you out on the next one. Till the way.